ElvisDuran.com.
We welcome Leona Lewis. Hi, Leona.
Hi there.
I'm so sorry you have to put up with this. It's, but welcome. Yeah, her headphones were messed up. John?
No, they're not plugged in, Elvis.
That's why.
Yeah.
It helps.
You see, when you eat meat, it gives you the vitamins you need to know to plug in. No, welcome. You really are a vegetarian?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Now, have you ever been accused of being high maintenance?
No, that's really no.
Really?
Yeah, I guess I'm really I don't wear animal products either, so I don't buy any leather. So all of my accessories and stuff is really cheap. So
But you like the look of leather, though. So I mean, what do you do when you want the look of leather, but you can't?
You can get plastic, vinyl, PVC.
Yeah, that
stuff
faux
like
leather
that.
stuff.
Nothing's
yeah.
as good as a fresh carcass. At least it's
No.
What I like to do, Leona, not to mess you up at all, but I like to chase a cow down in the field and rip the hide off and put it on immediately. So I get the warmth of the freshly killed cow. It's fabulous.
Where do you find cows?
They're everywhere. You're in New York City. We got cows in the subways here.
Elvis was talking about the high maintenance thing. Now, if I were to invite you out to dinner,
Yeah.
which we'll do when I finish the show here a little bit later on.
nice.
But at any rate, I would have to then think about what restaurant I was going to take you to, because I'd have to make sure that they had a menu that was suitable to a vegetarian. And see, that's what I think he means by high maintenance.
Oh, okay. Well, I love Thai. Thai's got really nice veggie food.
Right.
And pasta and stuff like that.
Right. Indian has nice.
Yeah, they've got
you
good
get some Indian
veggie
food.
Yeah, you can get veggie food anywhere.
All right. Well, then you and John will have no
Okay,
problem
no
on
problem.
your date.
Right.
Now, let's talk about some positives here. It came out in the paper today that you had the #1 selling debut CD in Britain in the history of debut released albums. Obviously, you had such a fan base going before your album was ever released, because I guess of the X Factor, correct? Mm-hmm. And people knew who you were, and they were all rooting for you. They all went out and bought your album the first day. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty quick. Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, has that gone to your head? Have you become an egotistical, maniacal person, or are you still the sweetheart that we've heard rumor?
No. I couldn't believe all the support, really, that everyone actually went out and supported it like that. But it's amazing, and I'm just so thankful to them for all of that, because it's a great achievement.
You know, and of course, people may not understand what the X Factor is. It's sort of like the American Idol is here.
It's kind of similar, except we've got categories like we've got over 25s, under 25s, which I was in, and then we've got bands as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
there was also a great appearance that you did on Oprah. So give people a little tutorial about how you came to be besides the X Factor, because I thought that was really interesting how you said that you were going to give up music, but then you just kept on going. So tell everybody.
So I kind of I trained in performing arts, went to performing arts school, and when I left, I kind of just wanted to get into music. So I'd go in the studio and demo, and then I'd work part time. And it did get to. I never thought I was going to give up, but it did get to the point where it's a bit like, I don't know when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen. But then it was suggested to me that I go on the show, and I did, and it kind of kept getting further and further, which I didn't expect at all. And then I won, so it was amazing for me.
The strangest things has happened but you actually worked at Pizza Hut for a while?
Yeah, I did. I worked as a waitress.
You know, Pizza Hut in the UK is much tastier than it is here. I gotta be honest. No, when people order pepperoni, would that bother you?
No.
Of course.
No.
Have you ever thought about going back to that Pizza Hut now and
It
to
closed
say hi to
down.
people?
Oh,
It closed down.
nice.
Shortly after I left.
Of course. He said, Leona's here. No one wants pizza. Well, look, you know what? We know, I know, because we're in radio, we know what's going on musically around the world, and not somewhat. And we know for a fact, and I'm sure you figured it out, in the UK especially, you are mammoth and have been. Your career has been just up in the lights there for at least a year now, and you've been selling. How many #1 singles have you had over there? Can you count them?
Well, 2 so far, because I've released one after the show and then Bleeding Love. So
Right.
I'm still relatively new, but it has been about a year now.
But every time I hear the countdown shows on the radio coming back, like BBC and this and that, you're always on the countdown somewhere. They still vote for you. They still are into you. But now you're ready to conquer the United States. Like, what's the plan? No, really, what's the plan? I mean, how do you move across the pond and and take over the U.S. with your career?
Well, I was kind of lucky enough to work with Clive Davis, and he's given me a lot of help into, in the album, into introducing me to some really brilliant songwriters. So I was lucky enough to get to work with them, and they were kind enough to work with me, seeing as I was kind of unknown to them. So we created the album, and then kind of Clive's just helped it from there. So I'm just seeing how it goes, really.
Clive Davis, he's had a couple of hits.
Yeah, maybe one or
here
two.
and there,
Yeah,
here and
just a
there.
few.
Through the years.
Yeah, but he's a really great guy, and just so passionate about music. So it's great to work with.
When they started talking to you about, hitting the States and doing it big time, was there a real difference between what they wanted from you in the UK and what they expected you to do here?
It's kind of similar, I think. But again, I'm still kind of learning about it, but I think it's quite similar the way they approach things here and in the UK. But obviously in the UK I did the show, and so I was known a bit more there than I'm kind of starting really fresh here. So it's kind of exciting for me.
If I'm not mistaken, I mean, the video is different here than it is in the UK.
Yeah,
Why?
That's true. Yeah, we also did 2 videos. One video which had been released in the UK and in Europe, and it got played so much, and people were really supporting it. So they said that maybe we should do another video, and we did it in Times Square, so a new one for the US, so it kind of keeps it a bit fresher, because the single had been going for quite a while, and people were really kind of supporting it, so we thought it would be giving it a different kind of a new lease of life.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they're telling you, what kind of advice they're giving you. Don't stop in Times Square for any reason whatsoever. They will
Keep going.
No, yeah, when you're in Times Square, just keep going.
Nothing to see.
Yeah,
No,
they'll take everything from you.
I don't know if you guys are getting this impression, but I think she's so sweet. She's so beautiful. We need to sully you up a little bit, get you get you in some trouble. Have you been